At least once in our lives, we may have experienced our bodies suddenly jerking while we were asleep. You might not have noticed it because you were asleep, but it happens to most people at least once. When you experience a hypnic jerk, you wake up startled. If it happens when you're alone, you can just go back to sleep. But if it happens around others, it can be quite embarrassing. It usually happens when you dream of falling from a high place, but it can also happen without such dreams. Since it occurs commonly to many people, it is called by many different names. It is mostly called a hypnic jerk, but also referred to as a sleep start or myoclonic jerk. Hypnic jerk doesn't indicate any problem with your body, so you don't need to worry about it. It occurs due to muscle spasms and usually happens just before you fall asleep. It is more common in people who are extremely tired or stressed. So, what causes it? When you go to sleep, your heart beats slower and your muscles start to relax. Sleep begins with light sleep, followed by deep sleep, and then transitions into REM sleep. These 4 stages are collectively referred to as the sleep stages. When we are sleeping, we repeat the sleep stages 3 to 4 times. As you progress through the stages of sleep, your muscles become increasingly relaxed. If the relaxation of your muscles does not occur properly, it can lead to muscle spasms, causing a hypnic jerk. So, if we understand why muscle relaxation doesn't occur properly, we can identify the cause of hypnic jerk. The reason is actually quite simple. When you are extremely tired or stressed, your body remains in a state of tension. Then your body remains tense right up until you fall asleep, making it difficult to fully enter a restful sleep. As mentioned earlier, our muscles gradually relax as we progress through different stages of sleep. But when the body remains tense, this process cannot occur properly. When that happens, your body jolts awake, and this is called a hypnic jerk. Hypnic jerk is not only caused by fatigue or stress, but also by activities like exercising late at night or drinking coffee in the evening, which stimulate the brain and make it harder to fall into a deep sleep. But when you think about it, this symptom tends to occur more often when dozing off outside than sleeping at home. Uncomfortable sleeping positions or postures that go against gravity make it harder to enter deep sleep. That means the brain is trying to fall asleep, but the body isn't ready. The body requires proper blood circulation. However, forcing yourself to fall asleep can cause muscle relaxation and a slower heart rate, which disrupts normal blood circulation and triggers a hypnic jerk. Some also claim it is a natural response to increase your body temperature. When you sleep, your body temperature drops. So, some suggest that the jerking movement helps raise your body temperature. I mentioned earlier that it's not a health problem, but if it happens frequently, it could indicate one. It often manifests as restless leg syndrome, which is a type of seizure disorder. This condition can be easily treated with medication. Before I end the video, let me share an interesting theory based on evolution. It suggests that primates, our ancestors, often slept in trees and faced the risk of falling during sleep. While sleeping, they were defenseless, and falling from a height could result in serious injuries. So they say if there is even a slight feeling of falling, you experience a hypnic jerk to prevent falling, which is supposed to be an instinct that still remains in modern humans. It's an interesting theory, but there's no solid evidence, so please take it just for fun. Did this satisfy your curiosity?